you see that intro? This ball is too much. Okay, the back of my legs are weak. That's what we're gonna work, but I'm gonna work it with the lower peanut. Do they make these anymore? Well, they're a little bit shorter on the length size because the back of my legs are weak and we need some hamstrings, right? And the way we're gonna work it, I'm going to try and do 5 roll-ups, hamstring curls on my back, and then I'm going to come and do straight leg extensions for those quads. Once we go here on those quads, see that muscle pop up? Can you see just a little bit of that muscle pop up? Just a little bit? That's what you're working. Once that contracts, that pulls that knee. So if you're having knee trouble, if you do a couple of these a week, every other day, try and get to about 10, then you go 15 and increase that muscle. You don't really have to do a lot of squats, especially if you have bad knees. Those squats aren't going to be great for the knees. So these leg lifts, these leg extensions, perfect to get you started on some strengthening of those quads, at least alleviate a little bit of pressure off those knees. And of course, you always want to work your calves on a flex. When you flex out, point that toe perfect, and then you can strengthen that calf as well. We need the muscles to contract away from the joint. That's what keeps your joints from clashing together. The muscles on the opposite side will alleviate crushing or pain. So what we're going to do is leg ham curls, leg extensions, and a variety of leg extensions. We're going to go up and side, which then we're working our adductors, which is our inner thigh, and abductors on the out, away and in. And those are the 2 things that we're going to do in a combination of hopefully 3 rounds if we can get it. Yeah, it's tough. But so far, been doing good on my weight training. I think I got 3 inches off those hips. These are surgeon-made hips, not mine. My frame don't handle these hips. He did them because of my lower back. My lower back was very crooked and messed up, and my hips were off alignment and my legs were different length, like a 1 inch difference. So what he did was extend the hip stems, which made my hips wider, but they don't fit my frame. So it's pretty difficult on my visual, but what can I do? I appreciate being pain-free. So let's get started. One round. Round 2 coming up. Going for 10. We'll do 10 on the leg curls and then 5 increments on the leg extensions. But 10 of these. You want to squeeze and thrust that hip up. That's going to tighten up those hamstrings. We need those hamstrings to help in our walking as well. Draw on those abs, squeeze, and let it go. Pull it back through. Breathe out, going up, squeeze, 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 owie, owie, owie. Five more. Tell you the truth, I'm glad we only got one more round of those. They're efficient, they're working. Let's do 5 lifts. Take it out. Bring it in, squeezing those abs. Remember, we keep this elevated through the entire interval. Let's get some calves. Point that toe. Other leg. Take it out and reel it back in too. Pull it in. Let's do some circles. Other one. We're going to add this in the 3rd round while we're going to keep our leg elevated. Just thought of that. I'm always thinking on the go. It's all good. Getting those quads. Other leg out. 2, 3, 4. Pull it in, circle inward. Our last round, if I remember, always lose count. We're going to do the whole thing. So last round, 3rd round. Let's get those quads and those hamstrings. Remember, you can use a stability ball or even a small grocery ball. Stability ball is going to be tougher because you're elevated a little bit higher. This is a medium-sized peanut, which you can also buy a stability ball that's only 1/4 on 4.5. That other one's a 5.5. The higher you go, whoo, the tougher it is on those hamstrings. You can also use, like I said, a little grocery ball, toy, little kid's toy ball. Sufficient. And you can do one leg instead of the whole 2. It's still going to work. That'll give you some assistance on the leg that's on the ground. Works the same, as long as you put the emphasis on squeezing that hamstring. Same as if you're doing it on a hamstring curl at the gym. You just have to emphasize a tighter squeeze. Here we go. Get our 10 in. Last round. Breathe out when you exert. Anytime you have to push, pull, lift, and you're exerting weight, using force, breathe out. Here we go. 10. Owie, owie. 1. Remember, thrust those hips and squeeze the glutes, pulling those abs. If you need to, give yourself some help. 3 more. Whew. I don't know if that was 3, but my hamstrings are so weak. But if I keep doing them, they're going to get stronger. They sure will. Let's do a 5. Everything is lifted. Here we go. Pull it in on this one. Widen, abs and adductors and abductors, in and out. Breathe out. 3, 4, 5. Circle it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. Calves. Pointing out. That wasn't that bad, but it was bad. It wasn't that bad, but it was bad. But we got through it. There's 5 on the other line. Here we go. Pull it in. Squeeze those abs. Out. Circle out. Circle in. Calves. And then we're going to do some straight leg row-ups. Bend over rows, and we're going to lift, which also target those hamstrings. So stand up. Pull up from the back of the legs. We're pulling up from here, not from here. Pulling up from here, squeezing. Drawing those abs, and I'm just implementing a little bit of upright row, which is our shoulders and our chest. You can work with weights, or you can work the medicine ball or another weight. Squeeze up. Let's just do 10. Squeeze. Not your back. It's the back of the legs. Squeeze. Five more. Squeeze. And you can always implement some biceps and shoulders. Squeeze up. Squeeze up. Squeeze up. Four more of these. Watch that back, and it's all in those hamstrings. Those are exercises we can do. Remember, you can always go back and visit some other videos. I think I'm getting a few results this past couple of months. Haven't been posting because I've been watching the Australia Open. But bear with me. I'm trying to be consistent for me and for you. Thanks for watching.